be a 50-50 chance to be shuffled in. And once we come across that, if it is shuffled, it'll kind of tell us where we have to go to pick it.
We're underway. So, no bomb dropping enemies to start. There's one on the other side of the river, but can't get to that. Both runners trying to screen scroll, get over to level 3.
Can we mention how adorable Bulleta's slime sprite is?
That is very nice.
So it looks like we have Darknuts and Moblins on the overworld so far, so not a bad choice.
Oh, that's level 9 and level 3.
That, however, we'll be coming back to later on tonight.
And the runners are diverging. We've got Rick doing immediately up A, gonna head east. Bulleta's sticking on this side.
Yeah, she might be doing the graveyard swing, check out what's at Vanilla 6, and maybe the Armos, and maybe swing up to level 9. 1 HP blue Moblins is nice, though. Kind of a bomb dropper in the overworld that dies easily.
Yep, that'll definitely be good for farming bombs as you go. Got Darknuts in the overworld. That's probably the worst enemy I've seen so far. Which is good and bad. Good means the overworld will be a little easier, but bad because that means we might be seeing Lionels and Wizropes in those dungeons.
Yeah, it's kind of getting that feeling that we'll have Gorillas down there also, because I haven't seen any of those either. So we have a lot of projectiles in the dungeons today.
Ooh, I think we already got our bait block. And yep, there's our confirmation. Lionels and Wizropes in the dungeons.
Living together in harmony. So one thing to note later on the seed, you see AdirondackRick playing as the Gorilla sprite. That means he will be rescuing Ganon and not Zelda. He will be killing Zelda later.
Bulleta side, she's checking the Armos spots. Oh, there's the wand at Armos.
That's going to pay off in some instances. It won't pay off against the Wizropes here, but it'll take out those Lionels quite a bit easier. Always nice to have that offensive upgrade. So that's going to be 2 hearts of damage with the beam, and if you whack stuff in the head with the wand part, that's also going to be 2 hearts of damage. So it's kind of like having a white sword already.
Yeah, it's going to give her an advantage in early combat. Especially with these Lionels, you'd like to take those on long distance.
Yeah, absolutely. You see Rick doing the smart thing, though. He's fighting on the half tile, and then fighting north to south. That way you can see how to do it on the Wizropes there also. If you're on one half tile to their right-hand side, they can't hit you.
And Bulleta finds level 7. So we're finding some big number levels early. 7's an ugly one because it tends to be a bigger level. Similar with 6. think
we do see Rick going for a nifty little trick here called the Kananiki.
Oh, nicely done.
So the way that trick works, you see Rick going through a key door that was locked, and he had no keys. So you might ask yourself how he did that. What he did was, when he killed that last enemy, he pressed against the door, and since he had 0 keys, when that shitter door opened, it let him through the key block. Because the game's kind of stupid. This was a very broken game back in the day.
Yeah. Rick's got more bombs. He's out of level 6 for now. Let's see, he gonna do a screen wrap here. Probably go for vanilla level 9. Yep.
Interesting check to go all the way up there before checking the Armos.
Bulleta got down that staircase. Unfortunately, it was just a transport staircase. Levels 5 through 8 will have at least 1. 9 has at least 6.
And once we start adding in segments, we get a little bit more fun in the mix. Let's see what's at vanilla 9. Rick finds level 8, so 6, 7, and 8 off the bat. Not really dungeons you want to find early. Ooh, and that's a nice welcoming crew for Bulleta on her side.
Luckily, it's just the key on the ground, so it doesn't have to kill those Wizropes. Got some wall masters.
I mean, I would rather the wall masters over the wizards, personally.
Yeah, very true. Bulleta took a death and is out of level 7.
Yeah, smart play. You don't really want... It looks like Rick may have found it... No, okay, no. So let's see. You might have found a boomerang, but I guess not.
The other disadvantage to finding these big levels early is that means that at least 2 of the levels you'd love to visit right now are blocked behind ladder and recorder spots, which, because of the flag set we have, they're both required. Or sorry, I say ladder and recorder, I meant raft and recorder.
As you think about it, we found 6 through 9 already. And that's a tough draw. That means our levels 1, 2, and 3. And Rick finds the bow in level 8. That's a nice...
Yeah, definitely. That's... he can't fire it yet, doesn't have any arrows, but that's one less thing he's got to worry about.
So as you were mentioning, Rick did just find the bow. And you were mentioning that we do need to get that raft and the recorder, which is different than the past couple tournaments. We didn't guarantee that those were needed. So with this string of flags, we actually know we need them. So it gives a little bit of a wrinkle on what we normally have to pick.
On a separate note, though, the power bracelet is never needed. Rick does another Canana key. Oh, that wasn't a bait block we saw earlier. That was just Rick's shuffled sprites.
As far as the power bracelet goes, until you get the recorder, power bracelet will actually help you out quite a bit if you find it really early in a seed. Just so it lets you get out to the grave quick, it lets you get to the Lost Hills quick from the start. So it's not something that you want to ignore if you find it in the first maybe 10-15 minutes of a seed.
Yeah, definitely. Got a map in 8, and it's a segmented 8. That means at least 2 transport staircases here. Or 2 sets of transport staircases. But there's the power bracelet we were just talking about.
Speaking of that item...
On Bulleta's side, she's in 6. Little more offense than Rick had when he was in here.
Yeah, and there's a clock. She would probably like to have... oh, that's an ugly level.
What is that?
That is a shape for sure.
Oh my. Well, that's... and as ugly as that is, there's only one segment in there.
And the thing is, looking at that, since levels 1 through 6 will share the same kind of map, they share the same 8x16 grid, that means our levels 1 through 5 are going to be quite interesting looking once we...
There's a bomb upgrade. Unfortunately, Rick has nowhere near enough money, and that... I believe that upgrade rolled high.
Wanda making pretty quick work of the enemies here in 6 for Bulleta.
Nice fairy drop there to get back to full health. Neither runner has found a heart container yet.
Yeah, and with this enemy set, that's potentially troublesome.
It's not the worst thing early because at least you can get your sword beams back anytime you up an A, but at the same time, that's fewer hits you can take. Oh, look at that Triforce location. Oh, there's the raft. So, Bulleta sticks out level 6 and finds the raft. I think that's our bait block now. Looking for one more item down a staircase in 6. Rick's looking for one item on the floor in 8. Also looking for Triforce in both. No luck at that push block for Bulleta. So these runners just exploring their dungeons. One more item in each. Rick's been in 8 for a little bit now. Bulleta, not in 6 is quite as long. When you start to get into these dungeons for a little longer, you start to wonder if you're exploring too much. And so you gotta be a little careful on that. You don't want to spend too much time in a dungeon, but you also don't want to leave anything behind. And I think Rick is blocked out of 8. He's gonna up an A. Bulleta's out of 6 as well. Both have not got a Triforce piece yet, but we're only 11 minutes in. Let's see how both go next.
Bulleta does find some cheap candles, some cheap bombs, so that's a nice pickup for Bulleta.
Oh yeah, knowing where bombs are is always important. Rick's gonna grab his wand. And Bulleta taking full advantage of that raft going into the raft dungeon. And it's a vanilla level 4.
I mean, it's not the worst thing to find. It's at least not 6, 7, or 8, or 9. But yeah, you still want to try to find levels 1 and 2 earlier than that.
Oh, Rick takes a death in the overworlds. I think he was going to the meat shop over there, and unfortunately took a death on the walk.
For Bulleta, so the item is not here. Just gonna keep looking. And see, that's kind of the benefit of the power bracelet. You saw Rick get up right back over, kind of to where he was by the usage of that power.
Oh, that is a nasty Gleeok. Bulleta staying in the doorway to avoid the Gleeok's fireballs. Can't get the item if it drops, but if there's something in here, you can at least see what it is.
And that Gleeok won't come back too, so it's not like she's wasting time killing it now.
Yep, exactly. So this is a good use of her time if she can get it down, but either she gave up or she walked too far back. Looks like she just gave up.
Yeah, it's possible. She also probably just didn't want to deal with it now, considering that she couldn't pick it up anyway.
Yeah. Either way, it's probably a good move, just to save the time. Rick does get to the meat shop. We see the blue ring in the meat shop. I call it the meat shop, but I believe that that set of shops usually does have bait in it.
Another possible push block here for Bulleta. Strike 2.
There's a map.
Okay, kind of linear, not awful.
Yeah. You know, some branches you're going to have to do a little extra walking, but you can deal with that.
Only 19 rooms, so kind of a small for level 4. So that means we know levels 1, 2, and 3 will be less than 19.
So, looking at between the two runners, Rick has the bow advantage right now. Bulleta has the raft advantage. Rick also has the power bracelets. We're still looking for that first heart container. I don't know if I've seen a race where 15 minutes in, no heart containers. Not even a take any.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit on the stingy side. Bulleta getting some keys though. She's up to 3. Was up to 4. And Rick seeing the welcoming crew here in level 7 that Bulleta saw earlier.
Oh, there's a Goma. Rick has the bow, but no arrows to fire it.
He'll probably jot it down if he doesn't see a 4 item and might come back later.
Bulleta digging through 4. Ooh, took a pulse waste hit. That's 2 hearts damage right now.
Nice clock, though. Gonna pick that up and freeze the bunny in place.
There's the Triforce. Gonna try to get around it with the block clip.
Yeah, not many rooms left. She has to be careful she doesn't go 6 rooms past it, and she shouldn't be blocked here anyway. Oh no, she might be able to block me. And that will be our staircase item. And Bulleta finds... Oh, there's your heart.
First heart container of the seed.
Not bad for us, 16 minutes in. You know, you would think with an enemy that this annoying, you'd actually want some hearts. The game's just kind of being stingy at this point.
Yeah, it is. You also want hearts at a minimum to go for the white sword item at some point, which we haven't seen yet. But if it's something important, you want the hearts for it.
And that looks like one of those desert riders in Mario 3. You know, like in Bowser's area.
Can't think of it off the top of my head.
The tanks from Mario 3.
Ah, okay. Now I know what you're talking. Yep. Now I can think of it. So Bulleta checked the room she could, but it looks like the floor item in 4 is Dig Dogger blocked. There are 2 rooms she can't get to.
Went a little bit too far, and the bunny is going to be back. Takes it out, though, and will be the first on the board with the Triforce out of level 4. And seeing that ladder block, not much Rick is going to be doing in level 7, so he's going to be moving on also. It looks like Bulleta might go take the heart from the burn bush south of level 1.
Getting some rupees first. I'm not sure if that's a small, medium secret. I think that's just a big, small secret. I think we already saw the medium secret.
If that was 18, that is a small secret. The max will be 20.
That was a 20 secret there.
Okay, yeah, so I saw just a maximum small secret. Medium is 25 to 40.
Both runners went for some take any's. They got a little extra health now. Rick gonna buy the arrows? Nope.
No, he has the money for it, and he did see the Goma already, so I'm a little surprised that he didn't pick those up now, but he might just want to hold off on it. Might be a little bit before he goes back to 7.
Might see these runners converge at the white sword item.
With Bulleta getting money, it kind of tells me she might be thinking about a ring purchase at this point.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Not much for hearts. You're still got a lot of the game to go.
Looks like Rick is also getting some money.
I think we did see the ring purchase. I think it rolled a little low. But we'll have to see if either runner goes for it. Bulleta's going for the white sword. Rick is going into 2.
And there's our level 1. Rick does have a key to get into here, so 3 possible items. Hopefully they're good items. I mean, he wouldn't say no to hearts either, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Bulleta's gonna give us a look at the level 5 spot.
At this point, I think we know it's either 2 or 3. It is level 3.
So that means level 2 is at Recorder Lake.
And Rick unfortunately hugs the bunny. He has to go back to start. These bunnies are not cuddly.
Yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say an interesting fact that the Green Leaf Effect told us the other day. In the original Japanese version of the game, those actually aren't bunnies, they're actually ghosts.
That is interesting. Oh, that looks kind of like a banana, which would be appropriate for level 1.
And our first one, we have 2 hearts in level 1 so far. Both floor items giving Rick a little bit of health.
Yeah, Chess saying they are meant to be ghosts in this one too. We just call them bunnies.
Yeah, in the original NES booklet, they're listed as ghost-type enemies. The more you know after a, 30-year-old video game now?
Yeah. Well, that was kind of vanilla. Aquamentus Guardian level 1 Triforce. Oh, there's the white sword in 1.
Very nice pickup for Rick. That's going to double his damage now, and Bulleta finds some hearts in level 3. White sword is also always a very nice pickup. Gonna grab his Triforce and be on his way out. No, he's looking for something else. Might be looking for some keys.
Yep. Not too hard of a room there to clear out. Unless we didn't see all 3 items. He might just... I think you're right, he's just key hunting. Level 1's easy enough. Ouch!
Yeah, it's a small enough dungeon, and the enemy set's squishy, so you might as well look around. It's not going to cost you too much time. And he does have 4 now, so that's going to help him out a little bit. Go back up and grab the Triforce out of 1, and he will tie Bulleta on the Triforce count for the night.
Well, over in level 3, that's not a raft block or a ladder block. That's an interesting 3, though. It's segmented.
It's a very squat level 3. I don't really know what to call it shape-wise.
Yeah. Looks like a bent key. I don't know what to make at the bottom right corner.
And Bulleta finds a banana, and she's going to pick it up. Picks up her Triforce out of 3, so that gives her levels 3 and 4 fully cleaned out now. We actually need level 5 too, so level 5 is still in the mix. Could be here at Vanilla 8.
We're gonna go take a look at the candle, or the coast item. You just picked up the candle. There's the red candle.
Speaking of candle...
And now Rick buys wooden arrows.
Looks like Bulleta is heading up to Vanilla level 9, which I believe had level 8. So as long as she digs it out, she'll grab her bow also. No, level 9 and level 2.
Probably not too upset to see that. Get 2 items on the floor in here. Smaller level.
Sorry, Vanilla 8 had level 2. Bulleta's in level 9 now. I had my screen swapped. And there's a welcoming committee for you. Rick doing a nice job of the Gleeok. Down to half a heart, though. Got to be a little bit careful.
I think one more. Yep. And we got a map. That's a bent 4.
And we'll never see that Gleeok again.
So what you're seeing Rick do as well is he is simultaneously using the wand and the sword. That'll essentially give him magic sword damage. At least on any enemy that's vulnerable to both.
Yeah, it's a nice little handy trick of hitting both A and B in the same frame. And you can kind of see where level 7 sits inside of level 8 with Bulleta grabbing the map, and there is her bow. So she is tied up as far as items go with Rick. Yeah, except for the...
Alright. So, Rick... Oh, there's... Let's see if Bulleta picks up the bomb upgrade. She does. And that's a 5 bomb upgrade. There's the Triforce in 2. And another mugger room.
Well, that's 2 of the 3 of them that Rick has found.
I think he still has not found either of the items in 2 either.
Yeah, it looks like both of them are going to be on the northern swing of the map here.
There's the ladder.
Very nice pickup.
So the only of our required items we're still looking for between the 2 runners is that recorder. We'd love to find the Any Key, love to find the red ring, but the only other item I absolutely still need to find is the recorder.
Well, and silvers.
Oh yeah, what am I thinking? The silvers, yeah.
And there's our bait block that Bulleta just found.
I think we did see that on Rick's side. Last room, must be an item in here. There's our recorder.
Okay, so now all we need is the silvers. Which could still be in level 9.
Yeah, it's nice to have the items, but at the same time, when you're faced with the potential silvers in 9, it always makes you a little uneasy.
Yeah, it kind of makes you second guess on how you're playing if you miss something that your opponent got. It's kind of like the advent of Heart Shuffle is, do I clear this room of really annoying enemies or do I look elsewhere? Rick gonna check his White Sword Cave also.
Yep. Get a heart container out of this. Put both runners at 8 hearts.
Bulleta checking this little offshoot. I don't think she's found anything quite yet. Lovely being its centered, annoying itself.
Yep, I think Rick got blocked out of 8 at some point. Not sure what blocked him, but he did have to leave.
Yeah, he also didn't have the map either, so he might not want to waste his bombs.
I think he did have the map. He's diving level 3 now, which Bulleta's already cleared out. I believe it was Boomerang and the Heart Container.
Yes, yep, all he'll find here is a Boomerang.
Still gotta clear it out anyway. At this point in the race, I think if you're a runner, when you're thinking you gotta go to new dungeons, you kind of want to just focus on the dungeons that you haven't got the Triforce out of yet. So if you ever leave an item, if you ever leave an item behind in a dungeon, you want to put that dungeon off as long as possible. If you got the Triforce in it. But yeah, you generally want to be covering new ground as much as you possibly can. Minimize your revisits to dungeons.
If I do have to revisit, I try to mentally tell myself what enemy sets were in what dungeons. So I'll go back to a dungeon like this that Bulleta's in now before I go back to, say, level 7 that had 1,000,000 wizards in it.
It's a good trick. You want to avoid the hard-to-defeat enemies as much as possible.
With Winos and the wizards living together. Not exactly the friendliest people to play with.
I mean, even if at the end of the day you have to go back there, by going through some of those easier enemy sets first and finding those items, you'll likely get more resources so that when you do go back, you'll have an easier time.
Well, there's Bulleta's power bar, so she's going to pick it up. Going to get her access to the Lost Hills again. And she's going to be leaving here.
You know, over 30 minutes in, both runners only 2 Triforce pieces. If you're in that situation, you only have 2 Triforce pieces at a half hour. Are you starting to get a little worried?
Considering I know how evenly matched these two are, yeah, I would say that they're both a little on edge. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm nervous per se, but maybe kind of starting to look at the clock a bit and thinking, hey, this isn't going great, but at least I'm not the only person dealing with it.
Yeah, that's definitely fair. Yeah, I would agree with that too. When you start to get into a seed, you feel like you look at your Triforce count and it's low, you're definitely starting to feel a little on edge. Now, Triforces, of course, aren't everything, but they are very important.
Yeah, in a situation like this, where they've seen a lot of blocks in dungeons, Rick does have the ladder now, so he's actually kind of moving a little bit more efficiently. You kind of get into your head like, hey, I just had a lot of blocks here, what's happening? Bulleta is in a dungeon now where she'll get a couple more hearts and that white sword. So that's going to speed her up a little bit quicker.
There's Rick's 3rd Triforce piece. Actually, 1, 2, 3.
Now let's see if Rick goes level 4 next.
He can't go to level 4 next. He doesn't have the raft.
Oh, that's right. Rafted in level 6 on the ground.
And looking at the differences between the runners and items again, Rick's picked up some arrows. Bulleta's got that raft. Rick's got the ladder and recorder as well. Bulleta does have the boomerang. I believe Rick chose to pass that up.
Yeah, Rick is definitely in the favorable position at the moment. But this is randomizer, anything can still happen. Now, Rick is in level 6. We'll see if he can dig out this raft off the ground. If he does, barring silver arrows, he's kind of in go.
Oh, Jack corrects me. Rick did pick up the boomerang. Didn't see when he was scrolling through his inventory, so I thought he didn't grab it.
We know that this level 6 was quite large and ugly, and the enemy set is not pleasant.
I think we might have only seen one item in here so far, the raft.
Yeah, we just saw the floor, and it was kind of in the middle of the dungeon.
Bulleta's up to 10 hearts. If she wants to at this point, she can start thinking about the magical sword. 10 hearts is only a 20% chance to get it, but it would be an offensive upgrade, especially in a seed where you have some pretty nasty enemies. That's the 3rd Triforce for Bulleta. We're tied at 3 Triforces apiece. think both runners do have to go back to Vanilla 6 at some point because I believe it was level 7 there.
I believe so. Was that? Yeah, it was level 7 because we found level 9, then we found level 6. And yeah, that's level 7. Bulleta is now in level 2, so that's gonna grab her flute and her ladder as long as she digs them out.
Three quick arrows into the Aquamenus, and it's down. Bulleta taking on a Gliok. Yeah, looking through this level 6, each room just feels as bad as the last. Rick at a half heart.
So I heard you like projectiles.
There's a staircase. We don't remember if this is the raft staircase. No, we haven't seen. No, the raft's on the ground. So it's either the item staircase or goes to that segment.
And we know since there's a segment, there's going to be 2 transports here in level 6. One for the vanilla and then one for the extra segment. Well,
that was just a normal transport. That didn't take us to our segment.
I'm not exactly sure where the raft was. I know it was an ugly spot, though. I thought it was like right towards the middle of the map.
Yeah, Rick has not picked up the compass, hasn't found it yet, so he's still checking the floor in every room. There won't be an item in that one. Might be a key, though.
This could be our item, though. We haven't seen this push block yet.
Bulleta's still digging out, too.
Yep, and she's still looking for that ladder, still looking for that flute. Rick trying to avoid this last Lionel, and he gets it down, and he does find a staircase. And it's a transport. Bulleta grabs the Triforce in level 2. I'll see if she goes back in or not.
Ooh, there's a death for Rick, and that was another potential staircase room.
Bulleta is heading to the coast. I wonder if she actually did get that ladder.
Looks like she did pick up both over concentrating on Rick.
Yeah, okay, so she definitely has the ladder. I don't know about the flute. Can I grab that coast heart also, maybe, while she's over here?
She did. She grabbed the red candle.
Yep, and there's her flute. So yeah, she did get both items at level 2. So she's kind of tied back up. Her and Rick both have everything. Rick is still short the raft, but I think he's pretty close to where it is. Yep, it's going to be this room right here. There's the raft for Rick. And now it's just a matter of Triforces.
Bulleta does have the one Triforce lead right now. She's going back into 4. We were Dig Dogger blocked in 4 from one item.
And Gliok blocked. And Gliok just has the compass. Don't need that. Now, good for news for Rick. If there is something here that he needs, he does have to come back to this dungeon. So he'll come back here fully stocked to pick it up if he needs to.
Rick trying to get through these enemies. This is a potential push block room. Down to 3 hearts.
Yeah, he did take a chug of a push, and then he just kind of trying to. Oh no, he gets sniped.
Yeah, he took one chug. He's still on green mail. Every hit's 2 hearts of damage, basically.
Yeah, so if you get touched by the Lionel Beam or touch the Lionel Body, that's 2 hearts. If you touch the Wizrobe, I believe it's 1 heart, and the Wizrobe Beam is 2 hearts. So yeah, a lot of damage in that.
Bulleta's got the Dig Dogger down. He's gonna check these last 2 rooms. One of them's got an item. And it was a heart container.
But that puts her closer to Mags if she chooses to go back over there, which she does have to at some point for level 7.
Did Bulleta pick up a mail? Her sprite looks a little darker. Chat was just bringing that up. I haven't seen her menu clear enough.
I'm wondering if she got that in level 3, level 8, I mean, when her screen froze a little bit. Because I noticed that too, that she's not been taking full damage.
I have to watch her take damage, or see when she takes out her menu. Well, she's into level 5. Rick taking another shot at this room. He's in the death zone again. Gonna drink his last swig of potion.
If Bulleta did find that red ring in level 8, which is possible, because I didn't see a floor item there, that's gonna. Yeah, she definitely has something, because she just took a manhandle beam to the face.
I never saw her pick up a blue ring. I think she has red ring.
Yeah, I would assume it was in level 8 also, but I'm not positive on that one. And Rick clears out that room for a heart.
He knows where the Triforce is. I'm pretty sure he knows where the transport staircase to the Triforce is as well. So he'll be out of here shortly.
Yeah, she just took a rope to the face also. She didn't take damage, so I'm 99% sure that she did find the ring somewhere.
And our Triforce in 6 is Gleeok block, but only a 2-headed Gleeok.
Bulleta also having the 1, 2, 3, 4 combination at the moment. And she's in level 5 now. See where Rick decides to go to next.
Oh, Rick to grab it. Yeah. There's our other bomb upgrade. Bulleta's gonna grab it and have a beefy 18 bombs.
Yeah, I mean, it was a high money seed, so you might as well. Can't take the money with you.
If she's got red ring, the only other thing she might want to buy is arrows. Never mind.
Yeah, so that just solved that issue. So Bulleta's fully in go mode at this point.
So Rick's back in 8. Bulleta, though, she just needs 4 Triforce pieces, and then she can go into level 9. Rick, though, is still well within this race. He'll only have to dip 4 once. It's going to be... I'm not sure who's going to get into 9 first. I think Bulleta's definitely got the advantage right now, but depends on how much she's going to have to dig out levels if she gets a Triforce out of 5.
Well, the Silvers in level 5 were on the path to the Triforce, so Rick will definitely pick those up. It's just a matter of when he goes back there. I think right now the big swing is going to be the combat. Bulleta having that red ring is going to help her immensely, but it is here in level 8, I believe. So Rick should be picking up soonish, as long as he goes down that lower segment.
Yeah, he's still digging. Which makes sense. He doesn't know where everything is yet. Gonna try to do a little quick trick. There was our flute tune. I couldn't make it out. I heard it, I just can't place it.
I think that's Illusion of Gaia, I'm not positive.
Let him make your way to level 6.
Nice thing for Bulleta, she has a lot of this dungeon cleared out, and she only needs the Triforce at this point.
Rick's gonna grab...
Go ahead.
Rick grabbed the Triforce to Nate. See if he goes back in. No, he's not. This move's not a bad move for him. You know, he can record it back here now if he needs to. He just wants to keep moving. Bulleta needs to find the transport staircase that takes her to the Triforce. I believe it was towards the south. It was south of the staircase item. It's not that staircase. Rick tried to take on that Gleeok, took a few too many hits. Oh, he's out of 4.
Yeah, now this is only game 1, so regardless of the outcome, whoever is in second place is not going home. They will be playing again. I believe game 2 is tomorrow.
Yep. We have same time tomorrow for game 2. Bulleta's getting in the room with the Triforce, just has to take out the Gleeok. And there's her 6th Triforce.
Rick's sailing across the ocean and go back into level 4, so he will find nothing really of use here, but he still has to finish it off anyway.
Yeah, of course he doesn't know he's not going to find anything here, but he'll clear it out and see. He gets the compass right away.
Without the red ring, though, he could probably use all hearts he can find, because that seed is not fun.
Bulleta... Okay, Bulleta's going into 8. She just has to get the Triforce out of here. Rick's got a map so he can see where everything is. Or at least see the layout of the dungeon. You know, and more time Bulleta spending in go mode, the further ahead she's pulling of Rick. But we still have level 9 to go. Just 2 rooms away from the Triforce for Bulleta. So let's clear up this room, which is not too bad at all. And there's the Triforce out of 8 for Bulleta.
Yeah, so now that she's in go mode, she's just kind of cooking. And 7 isn't too difficult either, from what I remember. So she has a good potential here. Unless level 9 is level 9, which is definitely can possibly be.
Now, will she check the magical sword? 60% chance if she chooses to. Yes, she's gonna check it. And she can pick it up.
Man, the rich get richer. Red ring and magical sword. She has everything she needs.
So that means Rick, if he does go for it as well, he'll have a 66% chance at this point. Another thing we have to watch going into level 9 is key management. Rick's got a 5 right now, Bulleta's only at 3.
Yeah, so this might be one of those situations where you take as many open doors and as many bomb holes, as many staircases as you possibly can on your path.
I think Rick thought about just leaving that hard container behind, but he is going to grab it. He might have magic sword on his mind as well.
Especially with the combat in this seat, it wouldn't be the worst idea.
Especially since he has not found an armor upgrade either. Not sure why he's going... Oh, the Triforce was in this room. I thought it was in the Dig Dogger room.
No, Bulleta, you cannot silver arrow wizards, unfortunately.
Alright. 5 or 7 for Rick. My guess is he's going to go to 5. He's right there.
I mean, if he does go to 5 first, that'll get him his silver, so they're right on the path. And then he's not far behind at all.
If these enemies will let him get off the raft.
Yeah, they like to play blocker. I think it's one of the most annoying features about this game is how the enemies can blow you back into caves.
I've had that happen several times. I'll walk out of a level. Hey, there's a wizard that randomly pulls up. Oh, either you're dead or you get knocked back into the level. Rick's in 5. Just needs the silvers out of here.
Yep, and they are, I believe, on his path. So as long as he stays straight, he'll find them.
Bulleta gonna check. This is a transport.
At this point, you might just take it just to try and save yourself a key if possible.
That's very true.
Or just kill the Goma.
Bulleta's got the last Triforce. So we're gonna bring up Bulleta's audio.
And we know Bulleta will be going to level 9. JP, what are we looking for?
Well, we are going to be listening for the roar of Ganon. When we hear that, Ganon is 1 room away from whatever room we're in. We're also going to be looking for a single shutter door that does not open when all the enemies are killed. We've only got 1 way into level 9 this time.
And one thing to note is you see a Goma here, and you can hear the Goma yelling. That will kind of mask Ganon, so we kind of have to kill that Goma. Oh, Bulleta gets locked out of the dungeon. So once we kill that Goma, we can go back into the room and see if we still hear Ganon or not.
We're going to take the staircase, first of our 6 sets of transports. Here's a compass for Rick, so he knows where the Triforce is in here. He might have already seen it.
And I believe this is the silver sphere for him.
So Rick is also now in go mode. 2 Triforce pieces behind, 1 quick here and 5. Then he's got to dig 7 as well.
Yeah, but he does have quite a bit of level 7 mapped out, so it might not take him too long. And even with her 18 bombs, level 9 being level 9, Bulleta's down to 4.
If she needs bombs, she can go grab some. There's a shop, I think, a few screens away. It's a bit it's a bit more of a walk than you'd like to do, but the bombs did roll cheap in this seed.
Her key problems seem all set, though. She's up to 6.
And Rick's gonna... Never mind, I was gonna say he's gonna max out his rupees, but that was a bad big secret. Trying to screen wrap here. Avoid the Lost Woods. Bulleta's got a map.
One thing about Bulleta, if you watch how she plays, she is a very, very thorough mapper. So what she's doing right now, you can kind of see her standing still. She's actually marking down what spots should blink on her own personal map, so she kind of knows which ones that she doesn't have to go into. So that if you're new to the game, if you want to learn how to map correctly, watch Bulleta play. Go to her stream. I can give both these journals a follow. But yeah, if you want some really good mapping skills for level 9, just take a watch at Bulleta's streams.
So Bulleta's...
Oh, hi Zelda.
Okay, so Bulleta knows where Zelda is. Just has to find Ganon.
Old man being sassy, Bulleta giving him a good stab in the face.
I think she's building up her bomb counter.
So what you can do is you can use that old man to, excuse me, build your 10 count. Once you kill 9 enemies, the 10th enemy you kill will give you a pack of... If you hit, which Bulleta just did.
Just listening now. Wait.
Yep, that is the sound of the pig.
If we hear him in this room, we'll know exactly where he is.
Yeah, he is north of where we are.
Can't bomb in.
Can we go north here? We cannot. That's always the worst feeling in the world, is when you hear Ganon to him.
Yeah. At this point, we're potentially looking at a staircase, unless there's another way to bomb in.
I don't think she tried this bomb hole yet.
She can bomb up, can she? She can't. She's out of bombs. She can't bomb right.
So now she needs to scramble to find some bombs and hopefully be able to bomb right in that room.
She's either got to be able to bomb right in that room, or it's going to be a magic staircase.
Yeah, that's the other option too.
Rick is still digging 7. He has the compass. He knows where the Triforce is. But Bulleta's gonna have at least a 5-minute head start on Rick in this dungeon. She's going to buy bombs.
Yeah, she's gonna take the save and go buy some, which you can't blame her. She knows how to get back to him, knows where she's going.
Rick's got the Triforce out of 7. He's gonna be on his way to 9. Remember, she's got an 18 bomb capacity. She might just max her bombs out right now.
Yeah, she's going all the way, I think. She might stop at 12. Yeah, she's gonna stop and save.
I think Rick might be thinking the same thing. Gonna go... There's not a bomb shop over here. Rick might have thought that was a bomb shop. That's another advantage Bulleta's going to have over Rick, is that Bulleta found both bomb upgrades. Rick did not. He might be looking for blue ring.
Yeah, it's 251 rupees, so it's not the worst play. There's really not much else he has to buy, so he might as well get the extra insurance going to level 9.
Was it in the or the? Yeah, I think it was in the other shop he didn't look at.
Bulleta trying to find an alternate path.
So if I remember correctly, Ganon is in the 5th column, 3rd row of Bulleta's map.
And Rick is now into level 9. We'll see if he gets the right path. But Bulleta's getting very close, and she knows where Zelda is. Can't go that way. Looks like she might be going back the path that she knows.
Both runners in 9. Bulleta has the head start. She's mathed up at least half of level 9. Knows where Zelda is.
And she knows where he is, we just don't know if she knows how to get to him.
Alright, she
can she go in from the right?
No! We need a staircase to get to Ganon!
Oh, that is a bad, bad feeling. And that means Rick is still highly in this. If he finds the right staircase first, then he just has to find the path to Zelda.
Yeah, this is a tense race right now. I mean, as I said, Bulleta's got the advantage with the map, but she just did a retry. She wants her bombs back, and she's gonna just go back in and do more searching.
Yeah, so that's a good play by her. That gets her 12 bombs back without wasting the time of having to go rebuy them. Now Rick is down to 4 bombs, so if he blasts around after he hears them on the left-hand side here, he's not gonna run into that same problem of having no bombs. But he's gonna find Zelda's gym right here. So now Rick knows where she is, and he is also pretty close to where Ganon is. But how do we get to him?
Now, the way it's looking is, like I said, it's Ganon's 5th column, 3rd row. I think at this point there's got to be a staircase either above or to the right of him, because he couldn't bomb into either of those rooms.
So JP, when does the panic start setting in of where do I have to go?
I'd say I'd be panicking about now. Like, you know, you got a quick verification of where Zelda and Ganon are, and you can't get to them. It's You're definitely starting to feel it. Because now it just feels more like you're victim to random chance. Bulleta hasn't been up in this section yet.
Yeah, I was looking to maybe one of those like snaky paths. She might be able to bomb down here, for example.
She's just checking a couple other rooms to see. There was a potential staircase in that room she just left.
I think she pushed. I don't think it opened.
Okay, I thought you hadn't cleared all the enemies out.
Oh, maybe. She's going quick.
Rick's exploring as well. He's towards the bottom of the dungeon.
Yeah, Bulleta striking out on the upper right-hand side.
This is not a good feeling when you're basically just trying to bomb every wall you can. Trying to find the one wall that might lead to that staircase that leads to Ganon.
Yeah, and look at Rick. He's down to one bomb himself. Bulleta finds a new staircase. We'll see if this brings her to where he is. Kind of.
Little unsure there of which way she wanted to go.
Yeah, a little bit of indecisiveness. Yes, Ganon, we hear you.
I think Rick heard Ganon too.
Yeah, the way he's bombing. They're in the same room.
I'd say this race is essentially even at this point. Bulleta's got the bomb advantage and the ring advantage. But beyond that, this race is even.
Oh, absolutely. They both know where she is. They both know where he is. Who will find the right staircase first? Interesting, Bulleta didn't check the upper staircase there.
I think she's taking a second to map, maybe think here. No, this is where keys are going to come into play. Look, you got 3 locked doors. She's above Ganon.
There it is. Yep, there's the way. Now can she bomb down?
She's found him.
All right. Let's see. We need 4 shots of the magical sword. And it's Ganon is offset, so it's not going to be a straightforward fight. I believe she does have a potion, though. And there's 4 shots. Nope, there's 3.
And Ganon's down. She just has to get back to Zelda.
Yeah, she knows the path, and she's not too far away.
Yeah, she's on the path at this point.
Just gotta avoid some bunnies and some other hugs.
Gotta clear out this room.
What a race, though. Rick made a really, really nice comeback. Just a little bit too late, and Bulleta just happened to find the right staircase first. The door opens, Bulleta will go through it, and she will take game 1 of this series.
Bulleta officially in first place with an SRL time of 1 hour, 9 minutes, 26 seconds.
Get some GG's in chat for Bulleta. She won't be joining us for an interview. She'll probably pop her head in the chat, though. She does not have a microphone, so she won't be able to chat with us, but she'll probably jump into the chat room. So GG's to her. Please give both AdirondackRick and Bulleta a follow for a heck of a race, as well as my commentary partner, JP. It's been a pleasure calling this with you, sir.
Yeah, good commenting with you as well. We're going to watch Rick finish out this race. Well, Rick just needs to find the same staircase Bulleta found. Bulleta puts her GG in her file name. Only 3 deaths for Bulleta.
Yeah, finding that red ring really helped her and made her. I think that's kind of what saved her this season. Not saved her, but gave her the advantage in this season.
Yeah, she found more safeties than Rick, and that really helped. The red ring was a big one. She also found both bomb upgrades. Rick didn't find either. And those are big factors why she took this one. I think it also helped that she found she was a little bit, I want to say maybe a little luckier with her when she was finding dungeons. She found the items a little sooner. Rick's about to find the bad news that he needs to find a staircase. Items we did not see in this seed. We did not see the book, the any key, or the magic boomerang. Two of those are potentially in here.
Yeah, we don't have a item out of 9 yet, so we still have 2 of those somewhere. Still wouldn't say no to the Aniki if I found it at this point.
Oh, Bulleta is in chat now. If any of you want to ask her some questions, get her thoughts on the seed. Yeah, for the most part, this race was back and forth throughout. I feel like early Rick had the advantage that Bulleta took it. I think Rick took it back, and Bulleta then took it back and took it for good. At 1.9, we felt it was basically even. Like, Bulleta had the slight advantage there of being in 9 a little longer. But yeah, this was a pretty close race for the most part.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a matter of who found the right staircase in 9 first. I think Bulleta had maybe, what, a 3-minute advantage going?
Maybe 5, I think. 5-minute advantage. Bulleta almost got them in order. I think she got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7. I think some runners in chat would have loved to see her go all completely in order, but as she's saying in chat, she wasn't even thinking about that. So she didn't even realize she got them in order.
Rick, unfortunately, is out of bombs, so we know he's going to have to get a 4-pack somewhere, so you have to bomb it again.
No, chat's right, actually. I think for her, I think she got 3 and 4 first, and then she got 1 and 2. For Rick got 1, 2, 3, then got in 6. Because I do remember that early Rick had 1 and 2, Bulleta had 3 and 4.
Yeah, Rick not getting the red ring out of 8, I think, is kind of what gave Bulleta the advantage towards the end.
Rick was out of bombs there, but just got a 4-pack. Rick's not really behind at this point. Rick just has to find the one staircase that leads to Ganon. There's potentially a second, we don't know. Because there was a room to the right of Ganon that we never got to see either. Well, there's the any key. Rick doesn't really care.
He has 4. I mean, he knows where it is, always, if he has to go back and get it. I'm not sure exactly where the staircase was. Bulleta can tell us in chat if she remembers. But yeah, I think Rick is somewhat close to it.
Nope, there's the book.
I mean, we have item completion now.
Well, we don't know where the magical boomerang was. We might be able to process of elimination it, but I don't know if
I think it would have to be level 7 at this point.
Oh, that is a one-room segment. I think we probably are glad we don't have Rick's mic right now, because I don't think he's going to be happy. I'm actually going to agree with you. I think 7 was the only one I think we didn't see both items out of. Or might have been 5 too? I remember if Rick found... I'm not sure, unfortunately. That's a good question in chat for Bulleta. If she found the red ring in 8, we think that's where you found it, but we're not sure. Okay, Bulleta does confirm it was the floor item in 8.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And it was in the lower segment, that's the one off, those like little 5 rooms.
So we know this is a dead end for Rick. Does pick up small bombs.
This is my least favorite kind of 9, where just you have to go all over the place just to find what you're looking for.
Just one staircase. That is the worst. This is when either Zelda or Ganon gets locked in a 2-segment area of the dungeon. And look at Rick's map. I don't know if you saw that while he was doing his up and A. He's probably explored a good 75% of this dungeon at this point. We don't know if the magic star was lower than 12. You got it at 12, and so did Rick. Alright, Bulleta is guiding us through her path to Ganon. She says this is the right staircase to get closer to it, but there's a small path to get to the correct staircase.
Yeah, there's Zelda, so we know that she was only a couple rooms away from this. I think it was down in this room. Yeah, it has to be down.
Yeah, Rick is a bit stumped.
I don't know, me and level 9 don't get along very well.
I don't know if level 9 gets along with anybody. I don't know if I've heard of a runner who said that they love level 9.
Crystal Saver?
Well, that would probably be one of the few who probably would say that.
Rick is down to 1 bomb again, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's out of bombs. Bulleta's saying he had to bomb to get into that room. So if that's true, Rick might be in trouble. Yeah, he's just exploring what he can. Found some Gibdos, might drop some bombs for him. There he goes.
Says no to the key. Don't really want that at this point.
Yeah, he's explored so much of 9, it's very unlikely he's going to need keys again. Down to 1 heart.
And he is still on green tunic, so he still has to be a little bit on the careful side.
And he also used his potion earlier. Now, if he does need to, since he's at level 3, he can leave, go north and use the fairy fountain. But the magical sword, it's only 4 slashes on Ganon. You can hear Ganon again.
Yes, Ganon, we hear you. You can kind of see the wheels turn in Rick's head, like, I know I bombed that spot.
Okay, Rick's found the staircase, but he's down to a heart. So basically, any hit here will kill Rick.
Only needs 4 hits with the magical sword, and Ganon is not offset, so Ganon's in her normal spot. Well, Zelda in this case. Oop. Unfortunately, fireballs.
He's not going to go refill his health. He's just going to go straight back to Ganon.
Yeah, he'll probably kill a few things on the way to try to get some safety hearts.
So I do think we are starting to get set up for another race after this. Hopefully, if Rick kills Ganon here shortly, we'll get him in for a quick interview. Yeah, I believe our next race is coming up shortly. Just looking ahead to what is coming up. Looks like following this race, we will have Sis Crusher and Toasty Muffins matching up in their second of 3 games. We'll be here on Speed Gaming 2, so make sure to stay tuned after this game for our next race. So Rick's on his way back to Ganon. He's at 3.5 hearts. Won't get another heart before Ganon because keys don't drop anything. But he just needs 4 slashes with the sword.
Does need to avoid the Zelda hug though, because that is 4 hearts.
Got her because he got a stun lock. There, she's down.
And Rick kills Ganon while Zelda. We have the Triforce of Power. Just go back a few rooms and rescue Link. Well, Ganon. So let's get some GGs in chat for Rick for finishing this off. This level 9 was awful.
We are checking right now to see if we will have time for a quick interview with Rick. It's just a couple rooms away now. I think just 2 rooms up and 1 room left.
Yep, the door opens, Rick will go through it, and he will rescue Ganon.
Official SRL time of 1 hour, 25 minutes, and 26 seconds. So, I haven't heard anything in chat. I think, let's see if we can get Rick in here really quick.
And following this will be race 2 of Sis Crusher vs. Toasty Muffins. And it will be Norishtra on the call. So stay tuned for that if you like the Zelda 1 randomizer. Please give both Rick and Bulleta a follow one more time, as well as my co-com today, JP.
Thank you as well. Okay, we got Rick in the setup room. Let's bring him in really quick.
And with that, we do have Rick in chat with us. GG, my friend. Tough seed, but well played.
Thank you.
So that level 9 was trash.
Yes, it was.
That level 8 and level 6 were trash. That level 7 was trash.
Yeah.
That about sums up the seed.
It does.
What?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say the only the main advantage that Bulleta had over you was she found the red ring, and that kind of gave her a little bit more
Where was the red ring?
you know those little 5 offshoot rooms in level 8?
The what?
Those little 5 offshoot rooms in the bottom left corner of level 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on the floor down there.
I never got down to that corner. I never saw a staircase to that corner. I never had any possible direction to get into that corner. I never saw anything. I knew I left a staircase. I knew I left a floor item behind an 8. Just, I don't know why you'd go that direction. I mean, I know I was searching for keys my first trip into 8. Just, maybe that's part of it. I hated that 8. I hated being key blocked out of my first, 3-4 dungeons.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like this race was pretty close. Like, you and Bulleta were trading the lead for a little while. Bulleta got into go mode first. You followed shortly behind. I'd say at one point you were pretty much dead even in 9 with Bulleta just having a small exploration advantage. So this was pretty close. Was dead even going into 9 at one point.
Yeah, this is one I'm going to have to watch back and see really where this went differently for me. I thought I had a bit of an advantage based on where the raft and also where the silver arrows were, but...
Yeah, like I said, you played great. It was just a matter of the red ring, and that was kind of the big key, I guess.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think we do have to be a little quick with our interview because we do have another race about to start. Any final thoughts, Rick?
Well, I'm glad this is the best of 3. I'll have to see what happened this race and learn from it and go back. I know that dying twice in the item room of 6 definitely did not help me one bit, and especially when I'm holding onto a potion, that was not a good idea.
Like you said, this is a best of 3. Your second race tomorrow, same time. We're looking forward to this one, seeing you two race again. You've had some really close races in the past. This is going to be a good series to watch.
We'll see how it goes. Just, this one stings because I thought I had it, but then 9 happened.
That sounds like it describes Zelda 1 pretty well for a lot of runners.
Now, it wasn't just you that struggled in 9. Bulleta had to leave 9 a couple times to buy more bombs, so she got quite the runaround also. So you guys both played well, so don't hang your head, man. You did a great job.
I think with that, we should probably wrap up. Thanks again, Rick, for the good race here. Thanks to Bulleta, who's in chat. Hopefully she'll stick around maybe a little into the next race. Thanks to Dark Falls for co-commentating. And yeah, stay tuned for Sis Crusher versus Toasty Muffins.